Alright, welcome back to some more Resident Evil. Nice opening, dude.
Ah, jeez.
Just sitting here all prepared, ready to go, and then all of a sudden it's like, alright, welcome back, I'm gonna get shot. Nice.
I don't know how much they like that.
Rifle.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, because I'm pretty sure there's a crossbowman across from there trying to snipe me.
Yeah, I think they got crossbolts. That one. There he is. There you go.
Idiot.
So they're like, what do I do? Where do I go? So we started having
there's the other guy.
This conversation, like while you were trying to catch up to where we left off, and we got pretty into it. Aw, nice. And then no. There you go. And then we're like, we should probably stop talking because this could be like semi-interesting. And now I'm like, on to something else now. I don't want to go back to it almost.
Well, we didn't also finish the conversation.
That's true.
So maybe once we finish the conversation, or get back to it. So we were talking about essentially electronics and how it'd be like a really cool skill to have.
That's right. My car, my little beat up little 94 Volvo, its windshield wipers went out the other day. Like, they broke. And we're in Washington, and we've been going through an early winter kind of thing lately.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and some storms that aren't exactly friendly or nice to go out in. And so I'm driving on the freeway in the wind and the rain, and all of a sudden my windshield wipers break. And I'm like white knuckle driving, trying to make it home so I don't have to go anywhere, and I can't see anything because my windshield wipers aren't working. It was terrible. It was a mess.
I can imagine.
And it was during that windstorm that we had.
Yeah.
So it was even worse because there's stuff flying all over the road. And,
yep. Debris.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh great. So I get home and complain to myself and do a pity party. I'm like, why is everything bad happening to me right now? Because I have been going through a lot of shit lately. And then the car breaks, and I'm like, oh, are you freaking serious? Like, when it rains, it pours, right?
Yep.
So, I was talking to a few people, they told me it was, like, probably my motor went out, or whatever. So, looking up the motor, I mean, we're not professional or anything, so we don't make money off this, and we're kind of two guys just surviving.
Yep.
It's car parts, and car parts suck and are expensive, and I'm like, well, I mean, it might not be expensive for some other people, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't like dropping money that's not on video games or necessary.
We're not swimming in it.
Yeah. So I'm like, great, okay, that's decently expensive. I can't really afford that till my next paycheck. So I went through a whole week.
I was about to say, I was wondering when this guy was going to start moving.
Yeah.
So there was no reason for him to have leg joints if he wasn't going to move his leg.
This is one. Oh no, crap. Squishy face!
How far is that going to send me back?
I think it might send you back to where he starts walking. Maybe.
I really hope so.
Maybe.
I really hope so. It's not like that segment was super bad, but like, it's still kind of a waste of time. Okay.
Okay, yeah, just like the boulder.
Yeah, so this isn't too bad.
So yeah, I was doing that, sitting there like, what do I do? I don't have enough money, blah blah blah, and then I looked up the part. Go through the door. Don't fight it.
I couldn't go through the
there's
door.
A door.
Oh, so I was looking at it. I was like, "This is a big door, but why is there no open button?" There's a little door off to the side.
Door.
God dang it!
Little door.
I'm sitting here trying to pay attention to you while playing.
No, don't pay attention. Just let it go in one ear and out the other.
Freaking.
I'm telling a story. You're trying to survive. I'm just trying to be...
I'm trying to listen!
Well, you don't have to. I mean, I told you all this already, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this whole week has been just, basically a shitstorm weather-wise. And it's been a pain in the butt.
There we go.
And, getting me on edge right there.
That's how the game was designed. Oh, jeez. It's not over!
No,
Come on!
Not quite.
I didn't even get a chance!
Try shooting the lock this time.
Oh, yeah. I guess that would work.
So instead of wasting 5 seconds kicking it, I mean, usually you always want to kick it because it'll save ammo, but right now you're pretty time pressed.
Yeah.
So yeah, this weather, blah blah blah. The only way I was able to basically survive was I was putting this Rain-X stuff on my windshield,
Sure.
which beads up water and basically makes water not really like to stay on your windshield.
Sure.
And going fast enough on a freeway, it'll like make little beadlets of water disappear pretty fast, right?
Yep.
So that's how I was surviving for this last week.
I'm not sure if it matters. This guy's just immediately caught up with you.
Well, I mean, you didn't die immediately this time. Not quite done. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Climby, climby.
Come on! My arm's getting tired.
Pulling cliffhangers there.
I'm gonna run through that segment like 5 times.
But yeah, and then I finally got my paycheck, so I'm like, okay, I'll go get a new motor for my windshield wipers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So nice
And then,
join us, Mr.
Oh, great.
Kennedy.
Nah, it's just the other one's already gone.
Did I kill him?
I think he got squished, didn't he?
No.
Maybe he got stuck.
She will join us, become one of us.
This is no ritual. It's terrorism.
Is this the
Isn't
boss?
that a popular word?
I'm trying to remember. I think there might have been more.
Not to worry. We've
But I knew that
got
giant
others.
statue was coming, so I'm like, okay, you're not close to the boss yet. Yeah. Oh, no.
Finally, Leon attacks.
He's like a wuss.
Whoa!
Oh! Dude, you would have gotten AIDS right there. If that hit you. Imagine his blood, dude. All like
Gross
gross
stuff.
and
Yep.
contaminated. Anyway, so yeah, back to my story, which I
Yeah,
keep getting
sorry.
distracted.
There's a lot happening right
Yeah. Well, so my neighbor, he's kind of a car geek. He
Yeah.
buys like a new car practically like every 3 months or something like that. It seems like he
It
really,
seems like
he
it.
really likes
now. Like,
cars.
it's funny because we're sitting here talking about how we don't have that kind of money to throw around car parts and
I do
Our
the
neighbor's
same
sitting
thing with
there.
video games, dude.
buying cars. Yeah, you buy a lot of games.
Okay, basically my
His
my
job must
love
be
my
really
love
great.
for video games is basically like his love for cars, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So he likes to buy new. Anyway, he knows a little bit about the inner workings, and he was walking
Oh,
his
great.
dog. It's Donkey Kong. You're playing Donkey Kong. I think you just gotta run up and go to that section right there and
Yeah,
dodge
that's
him.
what it seems like.
You might be able to shoot that guy right there. Or try the rifle, dude. Rifle. Kill him in one hit and headshot, remember?
That's true.
Dang it, I keep getting distracted. Stop it.
I think I saw someone.
So yeah, he was walking his dog, and he saw me like fumbling around. I'm retarded when it comes to cars, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like the most thing I know how to do is maybe change a tire, and fill it up with a gas tank. That's about it. So even if it's something simple, like some car geek will be like, "Oh my god, you don't know how to do that." I'm like, "Oh my god, you don't know how to beat like Contra." Anyway,
The trick is to use the Konami code.
yeah. Well, no, that's the whole thing is I'm not smart when it comes to cars.
Uh-huh.
And apparently this one was kind of a thing because it was not the motor that broke. It was,
Oh, come
It
on.
was one of the fuses.
Okay, so some of them are on fire and explode, and some of them aren't.
Okay.
That's really inconvenient.
It was a fuse that had there was something electrical on the inside of the motor that shorted out the windshield wipers, but it didn't break the fuse, which I should be able to pull a fuse out, put a new fuse in, and then it would be fixed. The fuse wasn't broken, so the electrical wiring on the inside, somewhere inside the steering wheel, is broken.
Awesome.
And
Oh, hey there.
basically he told me, well, at this point, you're gonna wish it was just a motor, which you could spend the money on to fix, because you're gonna have to take apart like your steering console and like find the short and the wiring. And he's like, but I think I can fix it. I can jerry rig something so that I am taking basically a permanent jump start inside the fuse box, so I can make the current go from one of the other fuses to the one that's broken. And it was a lot of electrical stuff, and it made me think, electrical know-how is pretty useful.
Yeah.
And then we got to talking
Oops.
about like how
God
much
dang it.
of our lives is dependent on electricity. And like like smartphones and electric wiring and consoles and TVs and all this stuff, they're running on electricity, and we have no idea how the fuck they work.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow, when this like obviously eventual cataclysm thing happens, where all of electricity goes gone, because I mean some hacker group or some kind of like war will like do something. It's without a doubt, because I mean that's the lifeblood of the world right now.
Yeah.
So why not weaponize it, right?
Yeah, more or less. Like
EMP, like the EMP, basically.
That's one reason why I really like Ghost in the Shell. They were talking about how essentially electronic warfare was essentially the future.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there thinking like, wow, I should really, at least know basics about electrical stuff. And then I've always kind of been interested in it because I would love to modify, restore, and just fix those old consoles with, circuit boards, like little, what are they called? Rotting? No. Welding. The things that you do with...
shoot, I know what you're talking about.
The little...
It's kind of like soldering.
Soldering, that's it. Like soldering gun and stuff.
Yeah.
And fixing components and stuff. I mean, just basic stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't need to be super informed, but that seems like an extremely useful skill to have.
Oh, yeah.
Basic soldering know-how, or
yeah, I think
fixing currents.
I think we talked about this actually a little while ago.
Maybe. But right now, it just really made me, like,
well,
remember,
I don't mean that specifically. I mean in the sense, shoot. You interrupted me and I lost my train of thought.
Okay, well, I'll just keep going as, recently...
I just need a second. No, it's not going up.
I was gonna say... Oh, you gotta push the boxes off.
Yep.
I was saying recently that there was that massive cyber attack on the internet.
Yeah.
Which basically led me to think that, oh yeah, I had that theory that, electrical warfare would be a thing. And this kind of seems like the early start of it, right?
Yeah.
Some hacker group, like, interrupts the internet and...
Yeah, so I remember one of the things I was going to mention on this topic. As I'm slowly going up an elevator where people are no doubt going to try and kill me.
Shotgun, get them both.
Yep.
But yeah, when the apocalypse happens, I'll have the basic electrical know-how, right? So I could be invaluable.
Whoa,
I'll have basic knowledge.
Why did my guy suddenly turn upwards?
I don't know, but he got his head. Nice. So yeah, nice. That one's gonna pop out.
That's his problem.
That striker's super effective when it's really close. You get 3 headshots in that last one, dude. Oh, dude, his face is all bloody. Or is that
I think that's
tattoos?
I think that's how they always look.
Uh-oh.
Dang it.
Oh, they might be tattoos. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to, the
Can I not jump that?
Not yet. The time when, Fallout style stuff happens.
I really don't think that's all that likely. I feel like a bigger problem we're going through right now is just overpopulation. And overpopulation usually leads to things like
war, which will kill off more people.
Well, not necessarily just the war, but also like disease spreads very quickly when there's a high population density. And like even a common kind of disease or something could spread very quickly through dense population. Jeez, he just stared up again.
I think that's...
Dang it, Leon!
I think that's the elevator going up.
It could be. Oh.
He's got your buddy coming out to make friends.
I would also like to live.
So why don't you heal and we'll come back next time when I'll push.
Man, I didn't even get to make my point yet.